the Pokémon Center. You know, that place you're sent to when your severely overleveled starter gets skill differenced by a gym leader and you have no other Pokemon left to fight. Or when youngster Joey decides to lock in and completely takes you out with his level 4 Rattata. Hey, it could happen. But did you know Pokemon Centers aren't just for healing your team? Nope. Sometimes they're also for shopping? Yeah, I know. If 8-year-old me knew this back in the Game Boy days, I would have been broke before I even made it to Cerulean City. Today, I want to share my experience visiting the Pokémon Center pop-up shop at the Pokémon World Championships in Anaheim, California. I was so graciously invited by Big Pikachu himself to attend the media preview before it even opened to the public. So first, I want to give a huge thank you to Pokemon for the invite as well as for the free access throughout the weekend. Seriously, I'm so grateful for this community and to have had the opportunity to attend my very first Worlds. It was genuinely so much fun. Let me tell you, this Pokemon Center wasn't just a store. It went full skate park. Like, imagine walking into a shopping experience and being greeted with neon lights, palm trees, and a couple of Gengars just chilling on the railing. It's almost as if they're waiting to drop in. That's the kind of energy we're talking about here. Okay, now y'all aren't gonna believe me, but listen. Did I expect to casually meet a roller skating Toad Cool at the half pipe? Well, no, but here we are. That's my goat right there, by the way. Who knew Toad Cool had these wicked roller skating skills? And then there's the graffiti. Everywhere you look, the walls were covered in bright, bold artwork featuring all kinds of Pokemon. And the best part? The one and only Junichi Masuda's signature was right there. Like literal Pokemon royalty leaving their mark on the wall. I kid you not, I just stood there for a second in awe of it. That is so cool. There was also an incredible collection of music records displayed. Except, wait, are those Pokemon? Okay, yeah, so please give whoever designed these a raise. Regice Girls, Kyogre Minogue, Lux Radiohead, Papa Barboach, Vespa Queen. All of these are so creative. Let me know in the comments which of these records is your favorite. Now let's talk about one of the biggest features of the Pokemon Center and why people come here to shop in the first place. The Pokemon merch. Some people might say this is subjective, but genuinely, there was something for everyone at this pop-up shop. Let's say you're a fan of sports. Boom, varsity collection, Pikachu jacket, baseball jersey, and this sick duffel bag. I can now say I have something to wear at every sports game I attend, so thanks Pokemon. Okay, so what if sports aren't your thing? No problem. They also had an entire Arcanine streetwear line. And the designs were pretty fire. I am so sorry for the pun. You know I had to do it to him. There was a really cool Jane jacket, some tees, hats, you name it. If that doesn't scream LA, I don't know what does. And then there's the beach collection. Bucket hats, tees, these really vibrant bags. Just straight up SoCal vibes. I really loved all of the colors here. Everything was so gorgeous. What's the Pokemon Center without, well, Pokemon? There were so many plushies of Pokemon here, including my personal favorite, Squirtle.
Squirtle.
And before you ask, yes, I took many videos of my little guy, so feel free to perceive him. Yep, and a special section just for Squirtle, I know that's right. Squirtle spotted. Most of the sitting cuties that you'll see online seem to be in attendance here, so that was really cool to experience. And of course, the world's exclusive plushies. There were 4 Pokemon that were themed to match the world experience this year. Pikachu, Fennekin, Machamp, and Jigglypuff. I don't know about you guys, but this Letterman jacket Pikachu has to be my favorite one that they've released. Here here are some other honorable mentions from this year's World pop-up shop. So, after being completely overwhelmed by all the options, I may have blacked out a little bit. Okay, listen, you know that feeling when you go into Target for one item and walk out with half the store? Yeah, I fear that was me at the Pokémon Center this year. So, here's everything I picked up from the Pokémon Center at Worlds 2025. Y'all mind if I start with my little buddy right here? For being one of the official mascots for Worlds, there surprisingly wasn't a lot of Toad's cool merch. I did happen to find this really cool shirt though. Although I was kind of hoping for some type of plushie for it, but you know what? I'll take what I can get. On the topic of plushies, I did manage to buy 2 of the 4 exclusive Pokémon Worlds plushies. Pikachu with the Letterman jacket, and a Fennekin rocking some World swag. It would have been so cool to see a jacket to match Fennekin that I could wear. But maybe that's better for the sake of my wallet. Now I'm going to share some of my favorite items from the Pokémon Center this year. First being this insane duffel bag. As soon as I saw it, I thought it was genuinely one of the most sickest designs I've ever seen. I am definitely looking forward to taking this on my upcoming travels. Second is this baseball jersey. Truth be told, I actually wore this at a baseball game recently and no one suspected it was actually a Pokemon shirt and not the team that was playing. It's actually quite comfortable for a jersey too. You can for sure catch me pulling up to future sports events in this. I grabbed a couple more Worlds exclusives such as the sticker set, a Pikachu magnet, a keychain, as well as these playmat and sleeve combos. Okay, the last item I want to share is something that to this day I still cannot believe that I own. If you guys don't know, this year the Pokémon Center implemented a lottery system for some of the limited edition items, including the World's 2025 Bear Walker skateboard, a shiny Gyarados statue, and a Pokemon jukebox. So, long story short, I didn't win any of them. However, I got a shiny Gyarados. So I'm not exactly sure what happened, but by day 2 of the convention, the staff was just selling them to anyone, regardless if you had won the lottery to buy it. My guess is that maybe there were a lot of people that won but didn't end up buying them. Honestly, I get it. Assuming most people who were attending traveled by plane, it would be pretty tough to get this thing back home. I am very happy and super grateful that I got a chance to buy it though. So yeah, that was my experience at the Pokémon Center pop-up shop at the 2025 World Championships. It really wasn't just about the shopping. It kind of felt like stepping into an alternate universe of some sort that's flooded with Pokemon in every corner. Between the skate park vibes, the merch collections, and the little details like the Gengars just hanging out by the rails. It was just pure joy. Southern California is my home. And to be able to experience an event like this and now have merch representing my city is such a dream. And I'm so honored to have been able to attend this year. Thanks again to Pokemon for allowing me to attend the media preview as well as the free access to Worlds this weekend. And thanks to you all for hanging out with me while I relive the whole experience. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like this, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and tell me in the comments if you could design the next Pokémon Center theme, what would it be? I also stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/pinkcritters where I crochet Pokemon plushies, as well as do some playthroughs of the games, including the upcoming Legends CA game. I've actually shared my review of the demo from Pokémon Worlds in my last video, so feel free to check it out here. Thanks for watching and see you next time!